That's like a streaming 101. But that's Phil. Okay. Speaking of Phil, this is a different Phil. I picked one of these at random. I have not watched it. If it sucks, you can blame Zern. We're going to do
Deep Beneath the Ice of
Filip Ziba. This is one of his videos. They're very short, but he is a conspiracy. Well, let me put it back on the blocker. Quick. All right. So I'm just doing the blocker just so I know like where to go. Blah blah blah. All the good stuff. You blame Zern either way. Nice. You should. I'm almost sorry. Oh God. Okay. Well, I don't know what we're in for, but let's do it. How's it going, everyone? This is the internet's favorite Draconic Saberwolf, and we're looking at someone a bit different. Usually we look at Phil. This time we're looking at Phil. This is Filip Ziba, and he is a conspiracy theorist. He is actually recommended to me by one of the people in Kick, and I am going to do a reaction. So if you like what you see and you want me to do something as well, either comment below or go to Kick and comment it there. And let's see if we're banning someone today. Let's go. This one is the earthquake machine beneath Antarctica. And as just a bit of a brief backstory, I actually spent very long times listening to like Coast to Coast, which is a very big like conspiracy radio, back when I had to drive for a lab that I worked at. So I'm kind of up on like the various conspiracy theories that are out there. Obviously, I am not an expert at conspiracy theory lingo, but if I recognize something, I'll let you know. And Zern is saying he's more like a misinformationist. Oh, all right. Well, let's do it. His videos are pretty short, so if you like these, we'll probably do some more of these.
Beneath the ice of Antarctica lies the most disturbing technology they're experimenting with that should concern us all. Revealed by whistleblower Eric J. Hecker, a former contractor for Raytheon, a military-industrial technology company. He worked under them from 2010 to 2011 as a plumber and firefighter at a research station in Antarctica. Because of his position, he had a...
All right, so I already know what this kind of style is, which is basically he's just throwing... He's not stopping to take a breath, so you don't have time to really process everything. So already, that's a red flag for me. Whenever someone goes in this kind of rapid-fire, non-explanatory way of doing things, it's already kind of a red flag. But he's talking about a whistleblower on an Arctic base, even flooding the zone. Thank you. I couldn't remember for the life of me. It's called, flooding the zone. And he is, it's... Not a good start, but also whenever you... Now, this is, I know, not something for conspiracy theorists, but whenever you bring up like something like a whistleblower or something like that, you always follow up with like your proof. But I have a really sneaking suspicion that we're not going to have to worry too much about proof.
Key to enter every door in the facility and was also briefed on how every single machine worked. He claims they're conducting trials in the South Pole with technology that you wouldn't even think is possible in our universe. Warning, Philip is a professional mind blower. The topics discussed are not for the closed-minded. The ice...
Oh. Ooh. I need to take a second to recover from that. Okay. Woo! Alright, that was cringy as fuck, but let's keep going.
Cube Neutrino Observatory is a massive array embedded into the Antarctic ice, intended for studying neutrinos strictly for scientific research. At least that's what they allowed to be made publicly known, as Hecker claims its true purpose is far more devious. Now, a neutrino is a special near massless particle that can travel at or even beyond the speed of light and are constantly emitted from deep space, which then reach us here on Earth. They're one of the most abundant particles in the universe and are so small they can pass between the electrons and even through the nucleus of an atom. In fact, about 100 trillion neutrinos pass through your body every second and are thus also known as the ghost particle. When a neutrino hits the nucleus of a water molecule, like that in the ice of the Antarctic glaciers, it causes the nucleus to eject another special subatomic particle called a muon and creates a flash of blue light known as Cherenkov radiation. And that's what this ice cube array is designed to detect and study in the name of science. But according to...
Alright, so neutrinos, not my specialty. I am a science-based individual, but I was a biologist. I'm not a physicist. I didn't deal too much with that. I think what he's saying so far is close. I know, like a little bit about neutrino fields, but I do not have enough, nor do I care to look up enough to see if he. Now, usually, I would say that's probably the case because you always start these off with a truth, with a basic principle of fact, so that you've already established in your mind, oh, this guy is spitting facts, and it's something you will look up at first. You always put the facts first when you're doing a con or a conspiracy theory like this. So that way, when the more crazy stuff comes by, you've already got that base of reality. Oh, yeah, Zern said, that's the loose facts to hide the lie. That's why Phil is dangerous. He's good at this bullshit. Yeah, see, that, as, you know, again, not that I ever did this myself, but I was always fascinated with, like, con artists and conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So, he is so if it's true that, you know, he is a con artist, conspiracy theorist, whatever, the best thing you can do is start with a fact. Anything that can be looked up and proven, because most people, after they look up the first fact, don't go back to keep doing it. They just kind of trust the instinct of the person because, oh, they're right about this, clearly, especially if they present themselves as an expert.
To Hecker, this isn't just a passive observation device. It's also a transmitter composed of about 5,000 nodes called digital optical modules, DOMs, deep within the ice, each about the size of a basketball, together arranged in a cube shape of 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. This behaves as the world's largest neutrino telescope, but allegedly has many more functions than what they'd like to be made known, among which our whistleblower revealed is using the unique characteristics of neutrinos and muons to produce earthquakes anywhere in the world, which he said...
Fucking what? Oh. Whoa. That's whiplash, man. Woo. How is that even, like, remotely statistically relevant to what you just said? Like, you just got done saying that neutrino fields usually pass through people and they don't even have enough mass to interact with matter, and now they're saying they're using it for earthquakes? Like, first of all, you would have to find a way to direct it, which, okay, you can't. And then second of all, you would need that then to interact with matter in order to... What the... Oh, Zern, I hate you so much. Oh my god. Okay, let's keep going.
Was responsible for the 2011 earthquakes in Christchurch, New Zealand, that he can confirm himself as he was present in the room when it happened. Apparently, they were testing the system when it misfired and accidentally hit New Zealand, causing a devastating magnitude 6.3 earthquake. This is known as a tectonic weapon, just one of the many concerning experiments allegedly part of this Antarctic research project, and it just keeps getting worse.
I'm sure it does. Again, not a geologist, biologist. This is not my forte. This is not my field. But I do also know how, like, kind of this stuff works. And, you know, as someone who studied this, and yeah, you can't fucking do that. You would have to have a way to take the neutrino, like, let's say you're using neutrinos as a weapon, which, okay, they don't even understand how the fuck they work half the time, but okay, let's just say they found out a way not only to harness and focus the neutrinos, or whatever he's trying to say, but engage in a pattern that would allow it to go through the crust or the mantle. Like, the only thing I could think of, like if you do it like a deep hole, would be to, like, radiate it to the fucking to the other side of the pole. His careful placement of alleged... Oh, yeah. I did hear allegedly.
Experiments allegedly part of this Antarctic research project, and it
There you go. You can't be. That's how you do it. Allegedly, in my opinion, it's the get out of jail free word when it comes to like free speech.
just keeps getting worse. The device also has the ability to detect the signatures of the advanced propulsion systems that power UFOs, which according to him also emit neutrinos that the ice cube array can detect, and is actually the device's primary intended purpose.
Okay, so we're just no longer in science. Like, oh my god. What the fuck? Did I mention that I hate user? I can't. Oh. Ooh. So we just went from this is how a neutrino works to we know for a fact aliens use neutrinos. And that's how we're finding aliens, guys. Totally believe me.
Detecting and tracking.
We're not even 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. I imagine what the remaining 4 minutes of this fucking video is.
The emissions of anti-gravity propulsion engines from both off-world UAPs, you know, like actual alien spacecraft, and also the reverse-engineered craft using the same technology made by top-secret government research projects here on Earth, essentially making this device an air traffic control center for UFOs, telling us where and when they're being detected around the world at all times. This thing really is a tinfoil hat's all-in-one wet dream machine, and it somehow just keeps getting more insane, because it's supposedly
I don't even know where to stop when I am like, it's getting to the point where it's like, holy shit, man. Like, and again, he's flooding the zone. He's just throwing all this information at you. Now that we have the one fact, I thought maybe there would be different, like, things in here, but no, it's just the one fact and then just a river of bullshit. A river, and this is from someone who's an otherkin. I'm normally pretty open-minded. Usually I can be like, okay, I can at least see, like, there's not been a single thing that backs up any of this bullshit. Except that he had a whistleblower, apparently, from a show. Probably another conspiracy theory show. I'm not going to look it up, but maybe that's the point of that, too. He puts out 10 videos a day? Oh my god. We might have to do the debunking video. I was just doing this kind of like a tester to see like what the other stuff is, but I saw that the debunking video is like 3 parts and it's like an hour each. So I'm like, maybe we'll do. We might have to spend a day. We might, or not a day, but we might have to spend the entire night doing this.
He also performs faster than light communication via quantum entanglement. This is such a mind-blowing concept. Just listen to this. So normally, if we ever want to communicate over long distances with, say, satellites in space or rovers on other planets, we use radio waves, which travel at the speed of light. It sounds fast, but even that can result in several minutes of delay when communicating with something as close as rovers on Mars, and for a planet that's 100 light years away, it would take 100 years for our radio signals to reach them, and then another 100 years for us to receive the reply. Faster than light communication using quantum entanglement makes this instantaneous. You take 2 particles, quantum entangle them, however that looks, don't ask me, then separate them to any distance apart you'd like, and whatever you do to one particle will immediately affect the other one in no time, no matter the distance, be it 1 meter or 100 million light years.
Well, okay, not really, because again, not a physicist. I feel like I have to keep doing this because someone's going to be like, actually, Zerthan, this is a, you know, but like quantum entanglement, from what I understand it is, if whatever you take 2, you basically synergize 2 particles, you put them apart, and whatever you do to one happens to the other one. Like they are 2 interconnected particles, which is the basis of most quantum related theories nowadays using quantum entanglement. Also is in Mass Effect 2 or 3, but in any case, okay, like that, and see, that is a partial truth. Not that anyone knows how the fuck it works, but
interacting with one particle will affect the other one in that very same instant. As Einstein called it, spooky action at a distance. Quantum entanglement is real, which this device in Antarctica makes use of to communicate with anyone, anywhere in the universe instantly.
We don't even know how it fucking happens. Like, I'm all for suspending doubt, but or suspending like a little bit of disbelief, and but like we have technology to harness fucking quantum entanglement. They just discovered it was a thing that they could actually reproduce like 10 years or something. I don't know. I don't follow quantum physics that much anymore. But to think we have devices to do that when we can't even get a fucking person back on the moon because we forgot? Are you shitting me? Holy crap. What a fucking idiot. Well, he's not an idiot. He's a grifter. Like,
allegedly using it to communicate with an off-world fleet deployed somewhere in deep space. Sounds like utter nonsense, but this information was actually...
It is utter nonsense. Are you out of your fucking mind? Well, again, I gotta keep thinking he's grifting. He's not just... I mean, he could be a crazy person who's also a grifter, but...
already leaked by British hacker Gary McKinnon when he hacked NASA back in 2002, where he uncovered many classified photos and extensive information on UFOs, which we now know they did have possession of. He also came across an Excel file titled Non-Terrestrial Officers with a list containing dozens of names under the heading...
Oh my god. Ooh. I need to fan myself. Oh. Okay. I worked in government. I worked in the lowest sectors of government. It was like the zoning department. You did not keep your shit in a like some stuff you did, but sensitive data you did not keep in a fucking spreadsheet. What is this insanity? Are you fucking kidding me? I am speechless. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I went in blind, hoping like a little haha tee coast to coast kind of nonsense. That's just wrong on an objective level. NASA using a spreadsheet for... We have quantum entanglement communicators, but all our most secretive shit is on an Excel spreadsheet.
Fleet-to-fleet transfers,
said
to be a log of communications with a deep space fleet using this quantum technology. This whole hack was so serious, the US government tried extraditing and prosecuting Gary over a 10-year-long legal battle, which they ultimately lost. Did he really expose non-terrestrial contact with an off-world fleet using this highly classified communication device? Because now this is where it becomes a little disturbing. Our whistleblower claims the device also has voice-to-skull technology capability.
Fuck off. Like, seriously, just fuck off into the sun. You can't... Just keep to one grift at a time, my dude. Now, I don't even know how crazy people can believe this. So now, I guess if you're going to believe one thing, you're going to usually believe other things. But, oh my god. So, okay, now what? It's thought transfer are we doing here? I don't... And you can see... It's this clearly, I can tell you who this is clearly marketed towards, aside from crazy people. If you watch his mannerisms, he is constantly shifting. So that was a bad one, but like he is doing indicators, facial indicators. He's flooding the zone. He is doing all these like weird facial expressions, which is just him like it is performative mostly, but it's oh my god, this guy is infuriating.
Abilities, projecting voices directly into the minds of other people from any distance, being able to influence the thoughts, decisions, actions, and behavior of anyone at any time. Not only communicating with any point in space, but possibly even with any point in time. That would make this a device.
Oh, time travel too. Why not? Let's just throw that in there.
That can communicate with anyone, anywhere in the universe, at any time, and directly into people's minds. Using this, you would technically be able to go back in time and talk to your past self telepathically, meaning your inner dialogue and gut feelings could actually be your own advice given to you by your future self. Okay, we're going off the rails here, but
too late.
Clearly, a device like this would be extremely powerful and quite concerning if it fell into the wrong hands. So how does someone even protect themselves against attacks from malicious agents?
Oh, I can't wait to hear what this is gonna be. Because you just set up the super weapon to end all, which if this thing already existed, we already be fucked. This is why some of these things where it's like, we have a super weapon that could vaporize a anthill in Malaysia. The one thing I can always tell you when it's something like that is if there's something that like the mind control one, it would already be being used. We would all already be being fucked. Like we would all be fucked already. Like that's just it. Like, oh, game over. They have mind control. That's why I'm positive it doesn't happen. That's why I know it doesn't exist. Because it hasn't fallen into the wrong hands. But let's hear how we're supposed to defend ourselves.
Using this technology.
Is it giving money?
According to Hecker, it is through the ancient wisdom of our ancestors that can be summarized into 2 words: know thyself. A philosophical practice famously attributed to Greek philosopher Socrates, encouraging self-awareness and understanding.
I hate this person. Like, I haven't had my opinion of someone drop literally as fast as the 6 minutes that we've been watching this fucking video. Not only it's just, I don't even know what to say. I was thinking it was just going to be one thing and be like, oh yeah, no, that's kind of silly. You have to do theta waves in order to, or trying to. But no, it's all garbage. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Chat GPT. Just give me a conspiracy theory that incorporates XYZ. I wouldn't be surprised if his videos also repeat a lot for filler. Because when you throw this much shit in at once, you're not trying to prove anything. You're just trying to fill out time and make slop. It's slop. I just realized it now. This is slop content. So we're not gonna I had a second video. We're not gonna fucking watch it. It's gonna be the exact same as this one. I guarantee it.
Understanding of one's own nature, motivation, and limitations. If these weapons actually are being used around us, influencing our thoughts and behavior without us even knowing, the best way for us to keep our minds protected is through intentional daily introspection and self-reflection. Know thyself. Think for yourself, and don't mindlessly adopt the thoughts of the masses.
So, to completely subvert the thing that can control minds and talk across the universe and signal alien space fleets, just a little bit of self-awareness. That's good to know. That's I did not like a second of this. This was not a fun video. This is not a fun person. I think that I don't know. YouTube should take away his channel for. I don't even know why. For what reason they could put on, but the misinformation. I guess oh my god, that is just. It's the sloppiest slop to ever slop. It makes DSP look like a fucking 5-star banquet. In all honesty, that was just terrible. Yeah, maybe on Wednesday we'll do, because Corvus isn't here yet, so I didn't want to do the actual thing. Zern says only a little too much self-awareness means you never watch them again. I suppose. Oh god. So if you like that and you want more of it, I'm gonna need a lot of money. We will do probably the debunking of this, because now I want to debunk this man just on fucking principle. I don't care if it takes 4 or 5 or 6 different viewings. That we're watching it. We're watching it. But otherwise, if you really liked it, be like a werewolf and like and subscribe and bye. I don't know what else to say. This one is rough. Bye. See you later. Just go away.